Welcome gamers to the first episode of Ultravision, where retros get revived. For the first episode, we'll be taking a look at the first game released for the legendary Nintendo 64, Super Mario 64, said to be the best selling on the system and the plumber's best. Let's have a look. The plot involves Princess Peach writing a letter to Mario about inviting to the castle for a slice of cake. Upon entering the castle, Mario learns that the princess has yet again been captured by none other than Bowser.
Of
The
course!
story is relatively simple and keeps like the traditional Mario theme, so it's acceptable. Super Mario 64 plays like the traditional platformer, but this time it's in a fully rendered 3D world. To collect all 120 stars, players must complete objectives in 15 different worlds that mostly involve collecting 8 red coins, get to the top, or beat this boss. It may seem tedious at first, but it's the worlds that you're playing that make it fun to explore. There are so many places to explore that show different weather and terrain. The hub world is Peach's castle, which contains all 15 levels and some secret stars itself. To enter the level simply involves jumping through a painting. Some levels are pretty creative, like playing inside a clock, where at the time you enter, the level will play at that speed. There are various power-ups aligned throughout the world, one which lets Mario fly, another cap that which lets Mario transparent, making him walk through certain things, and the other one, Metal Mario, allows Mario to become invulnerable and walk underwater. Now, what issues do I have with this game? Well, first, the mission objectives are quite unclear and are unpredictable. Like here, when you have to launch yourself at this wall to show the next star. Next, the game is very frustrating. While the objectives aren't clear in the game, it's very hard to beat near the end. Like Tiny Huge World, hate that water. Because you constantly switching sides and for some reason Mario can be pushed by Goomba while he's bigger than them? I mean come on, that's just a load of jokes. And you'll be bouncing all over the wall and sliding off. It's just a huge mess, and when you screw up, you have to do the level all over again. On top of that, there's no two players. It was intended before the game was released in the production stages, but it was pulled out for some reason. So no two players, and you play it solo. Even the oldest of Mario games had at least a two-player option. Anyways, that concludes my ranting. Moving on. The graphics in Super Mario 64 were groundbreaking at the time. Seeing Mario jump out of that pipe to the next dimension felt that this is the future. It really shows how far Nintendo has come from going left to right. Now we're going to the third dimension. The world is so much fun to play in, through they span to white snowy areas, to a bay of bodies of water, and so much more. The characters are well rendered and look great for the time, although I wasn't too crazy about Bowser's look. Overall, the levels are extremely fun, very creative, and colorful to play through. They give us the same Mario wacky feeling that we feel to this day. The controls for Super Mario 64 are flawless. The control stick moves Mario, the A button jumps, double jumps, and triple jumps, as well as a side jump. The Z and A buttons make Mario do a flip or a long jump. The C buttons control the camera for view, and this is a rather clunky camera. Overall, the controls are flawed and take no time to get used to at all. The music in Super Mario 64 is great and memorable, and are remixed in current Mario games today. They're that great. The music perfectly suits the range from fast-paced music for a race to calm music as seen in Dire Dire Dogs and Jolly Roger Bay. The music is so calm, it makes you think back to the day when you first played in 64. That's what this song can say to you. Remember the days where, in the 90s, we played great games like Banjo-Kazooie, GoldenEye, and Mario? Yeah, it's a wonderful song. Acting is practically non-existent, but a few clips at the beginning and end by Peach. Mario just screams and yells most of the time. Overall, the music is gold. The voice and sound effects are okay with what you got, but the music is memorable. Overall, Super Mario 64 is the top selling system on N64, a very memorable title that really holds up well to this day. A title that leads a legacy on all 3D platformers. It was the best launch title ever. This game was the one that changed the industry forever. We are going to the future. When Captain America throws his mighty shield